Hello, and God bless you, Luke. First, as always, welcome to another fascinating, intriguing, insightful look into painting Titans in general. Yeah, hi everyone. Forge of Mars. Nice to see you again. And I just realised I haven't actually moved the camera, so that's probably something I should do. I've just been rushing about, as always, rushing around like a maniac and trying to get things organised, and failed miserably once more. Yeah, so tonight is the plan to be painting up a Warmaster Iconoclast of the Gore Crows, aka Legio Vulturum. I've already started doing some base colour, which was Xandri Dust. Let's sort camera out. So that's not working. Why is that not working? Damn it. Where are you? No, don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. You disappear. You go over there. Thank you. That's better. Sorry. I apologise for that view. Just yeah, and I brought lunch in with me as well. So right, let's get things organised. Right, so technical difficulties as always. So I've already gone over. I'm going to be using airbrush tonight because I really can't be asked with brushwork. So I went over quickly with Xandri Dust, which I don't know if you noticed, it looks a bit green compared to what it should. So it's not matte, as I say, it's just a coat to put that on there to give a base layer for the Screaming Skull when that goes on top. So that was my plan. I have a brush. It is chilling out nicely because, as I said, I was rushing through trying to get everything up and running. So I had a head start tonight. But yeah, so that's. Hi, how is everyone anyway? I'm sorry, Luke was in here with his first, and then Rob jumped in. Hello, Rob. Hello, Luke, and hello, Jules. Welcome. Good evening, Gandalf. Thank you. Budget Gandalf. I don't want to claim responsibility of being the actual Gandalf. Budget Audi Gandalf. So yeah, what are we working on tonight, people? Are we up to anything interesting? Are you going to be paying attention to what's going on in the world of Eurovision? I know of it. I have watched it in the past. And hey, Pete, hello, dude. Welcome to the hobby hangout on a Saturday night. Yeah, I know. Obviously, some people it is a sort of religious thing, and in the past, yeah, I've probably participated in watching it back in the old Terry Wogan days. But I'm distanced from that sort of thing nowadays, and yeah, if people love it, they hate it, they whatever they want to do it. All that's as usual. No free for me. Welcome, Judge Cohen. Jules, absolutely awesome tonight. Finally clipped all my Titan bits, and I'm slowly getting them cleaned. Been an awesome day. Well, that's productiveness. That sometimes I think we all find having so much bits to clip off. Even a Warmaster, there's so much stuff there. I've still got sprues from the first ones which I haven't clipped anything off of. So yeah, it is a chore at times. Get these off. So I have magnetized the little bits there. As some of you already know, I'm not a big fan of the missile pods, so I don't bother putting missile pods on these. seeing as we're getting short-changed. You know, there's not enough shots for my liking. Range is one thing, and the king of shield strippers is the Vulcan Mega Bolter, because you're going to get this thing close anyway. So why have missiles in the first place? And plus, obviously, with the top-mounted Gatlins, you want to get them nice and close to render your enemy to pieces. Hopefully working on new Chaos Knights. Excellent, Luke. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I take it a Malanax with those. I've painted a Deimos Command tank. Yeah, your Alpha Legion, Rob, are stunning. They really are. And I'm most envious of the scheme, and I just doubt, I severely doubt I would ever pull it off to such a level as you've got, for obvious reasons. But you know, it is a lovely looking paint job you've done on that. The Contemptor, your mortary thingy, whatever that thing is. It's not my cup of tea, so I never bothered with actually learning anything about it. Right. So what do I need to do? I need to get some paint on the go, really. And the other thing, what I did get, you're probably not going to be able to see it unless I do that. But one of my presents I got for my birthday was a Booby Vortex shaky bakey thingy, which is fun. My hobby daughter Ivy got me this, and yeah, it's fun. So yeah, that's definitely mixed now. Painting a Fire Raptor tomorrow. Oh, Fire Raptors. Oh, the father-in-law got his wallet out and bought lunch. Oh, nice. Result. Just oil is a secret. You're oil weathering. You're mostly dead after playing 40k, but we'll hopefully get some motivation in a bit. Nice. Well, that's what you're here for. Happy birthday. If that's for me, thank you very much, Judge. Yeah, I'm on the... basically, what happened yesterday, I went to work because no one would have been around to do stuff, and you know, I would have just wasted a day off. So I went into work, after which I had to go pick my stepdaughter up from university, bring her home, and do a bit of shopping to get some food. Did that, got in around about 7:30, and then got onto the beers, and after making myself a rather large thick cut of sirloin steak and peppercorn sauce and mash, and I just basically just wolfed that down, and then was drinking quite considerably. I wanted to watch Galaxy Quest because I love the film. So I made everyone watch Galaxy Quest, and everyone enjoyed it. So that's a result. And then, as I said, this was like 11:30, and I've had several drinks. And Eleanor suggested we watch the Blues Brothers, so we did. So I went to bed like 2:00 last night, or this morning. Still drinking all the way through, and yeah, I'm surprised I'm actually in one piece still. I got away with that one. But thanks for everybody who sent birthday wishes and stuff for me. It was much appreciated. Made me feel all warm and gooey inside. Thanks, guys. Vortex mixers, yeah, they are pretty awesome. It was actually the first time I saw them was Ivy's when she was showing that off, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Especially when it turned, like, you know, Corax White, which was a lumpy mess, into usable paint again, which was fantastic. Yes, they are, Rob. Oh, Forger sent you the missing raptor canopy. Excellent. But the glade front wheel needs to be casted. Oh, that's a pain. I could paint 4 glaives in that country. Yes, you could. Ah, Hogarden, nice. In celebration. So, yeah, whoever's drinking, salute, cheers, down the hatch. I normally bring stockpiles of beer with me, but because it's quite warm, I thought it'd be best to leave it in the fridge. So there will be a beer break at some point where I'm going to have to rush back to grab more beer. But anyway, right, let's get this show on the road, I guess. Right. Now I've got some airbrush flow improver, which is quite handy. Yeah, well, yeah, do it, dude. You can't really go too wrong with them. Plug them in, press down, enjoy the sensation. Right. I'm just giving this a little clean through first, because I give it a clean after I've done the Zandri, but I always just want to make sure that everything is hunky-dory. Where's my little... Oh, there it is. I'll pop it. Yeah, so just making sure it's clean before putting in a new paint, because you don't want to be... Yeah, I do need to get myself a beer minion. You're right. A beer minion would be very handy, because obviously, especially in the summer months when it's warmer. Well, I can actually... I'm not sure. I think we might have one of those little cooler fridgy things. It might be in the loft. Plans within plans, boys. Plans within plans. And any ladies present as well, or whoever's here, welcome, and I hope you enjoy your time with us. All right. Get that out of the way, because that's dangerous on its own. Ooh. Might have put a little bit too much in that. What's going on here? Oh, you damn you, terminable monstrosity technology. Damn you. That's better. That's it. All right, that's better. He says roughly. Beer fridge, yeah. I have these annoying paint sport block Corex Tesseract Glow and some others which never mix right and is shaking for 5 minutes. Yeah, so literally you 20-30 seconds, mate. Do you put what do you call it? With ball bearings in your paint pots as well? Because that has made a significant difference. Got some army painter ones. I did get some off of eBay, which I didn't know what sizes to get, and the ones I got were quite small, so you have to put multiple ones of them in. What's that? Is that medium? Yeah, put some medium in there as well. So yeah, it's it's got flow improver in there as well. which is a medium as well. There's a lot of that as well going on. But this one seems to be a little bit thicker than normal medium, so not too impressed with that so far. I don't know what I've bloody done with it now. You know, you put something down and now I just can't find the damn thing. Oh, damn you. No. No. Oh. I can get out of the way as well. Oh, there you are. Found you. Oh, you use glass ones. All right, cool. A mate of mine used metal ones, and the rest of the time. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Well, I think these ones are meant to be stainless steel, so they shouldn't really rust as such. Also, if you use droppers for adding stuff like mediums to your paints, make sure you rinse them out afterwards, because obviously medium does clog up a little bit. Hopefully. Get myself caught up in everything. All right. So with doing this, it just adds that coat on a lot easier and a lot quicker, funnily enough. And yeah. So that's not looking too shabby. It's a shame, really, because I know Ivy probably would have found this a bit useful, but she's doing a Eurovision watch with her partner. So I did say that obviously these do tend to go on longer than Eurovision. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. So that's just again, that's going over with the Screaming Skull very finely. Right, hold on, let's get some more light on this. He says get some more light on it, and no, he's not getting any more light on it at all. With that. That's better. Right. Thank you. That's much better. What we're going to finally got some clarity on the development of Direfalls today. New manacles all decks is lovely. Yes, very handy. Bolton should be here tomorrow. Happy birthday for me for Monday. Well, a wise person once said, treat yourself. So I think you've earned it with the epic levels of work that you've been doing recently, mate. So definitely. So with all this, these will also be go over with Agrax. So nowhere near finished, but that's what's going to happen to them. Ceramic beads from local bead jewelry shop, cheaper than you can buy in the bag of hundreds. Thank you. Top tip there for Kirill. High grade steel nuts are meant to be the best. Can't beat nuts in your pain. I suppose you can't really in some respects, but this is a family show, Pete. No, it's not. It absolutely isn't. I use Dr. Drop Top brand, but paints dry out with their tops. Agitators are good though. Hold on a sec. I wonder what was going wrong there. I accidentally switched the generator off, so that was causing. I wonder why's the pressure changing. So I'm kind of regretting now not actually gluing that leg in place, but until I've got this bit sorted out and secured, I'm a bit sort of stuck. Yeah, I know. She knows where we are. So if she does join us later, it'll be an added bonus. But I say we're here. I'm sure we can have a nice enough evening. You know, being left unattended, unsupervised. In fact, I think this is actually quite dangerous. She's probably going to be mad at me that I've done this. without being... I am such a horrible person. I really am. I think I'm. I think this is a 0.2 that I'm using at the moment. So yeah, it might be a 0.3. I'm not 100% sure, Pete. But so with the way I do my Malanax, as if I'm an expert on Malanax, not Malanax, Vulturum. I get the base colours in. I'll have a little dance around with the oh, completely forgot what I was going to say there. Have a dance around with the colours, like blocking them all in, and then I will be going over this with Agrax, and then I'll do some jiggery pokery as well, as you do. When I do like with the Xandri, I did sort of, I wouldn't say pre-shade it because it wasn't intentional, but I did sort of focus more on the central part when painting them. So you get that sort of bit of a shading effect there. But so it's the last time I actually used airbrush on live stream, it was probably my quietest in the fact that I wasn't talking as much. So yeah, I'm improving on that side of things, and talking as I spray. I've got the doors open here, so it's actually nice, quite a pleasant evening actually. Driving out of London was a little bit warm, to say the least. So as my car hasn't got aircon at present. Well, it's got aircon. Whether or not it works, I don't know. I've never tested it, but you know, do I try and get it to work, or do I just try and look cool with my arm out the window? I don't know. There's so many decisions to be made. You can see how much of an amateur I am when it comes to spraying, because I don't use gloves. So it's all good. It all works, and that's all that matters. With the because I will be going over with Corvus Black on certain parts, because that's the whole thing with these dudes. I love the sort of the disparity between the two. Just giving up there, because they do sort of complement each other. Though there's such a muted colour, really wish I glued that now. It adds to it, because you know it's like bone style. Tidy up will be obviously going around the trim with a flat brush and getting getting that sorted and sussed. Right. Luke, with your top section here, what colour did you do that? Did you go bone with that as well on your one? Felix, hello Felix, you cheeky scamp. How are you, buddy? Thank you for coming and hanging out tonight. How's things with you, dude? What have you been up to? Always sort of I always aim to try and fill out the centre mass when using airbrush. Gloves are for elves. If you do not get your hands filthy with paint, it doesn't show like you've done any work. Yeah, I've not done anything, mate. I'm right. I can't really see what I'm doing here, so I've had to move this over here a bit. Repositioning. It's just little gentle spurts of spray, focusing on the centre of each section, because then obviously, ooh, it does help with the overall effect by doing that, which is a little bit more depth. That's the thing, you'd never have to really sort of go heavy-handed and make sure that it's a flat colour across all areas, because that's one, a bit mad, but it's totally unnecessary, because like with a bigger model like this, you want to have that sort of slight variations, because different parts of the body will be affected by rain, weather and whatever. So yeah, that's not looking too shabby. What do people think? Looking all right so far? Well, he says as he puts it out of view. Don't think it's too bad. Oh, fuck nuggets. Forgot the little turrets. Yeah, so that'll do, pig, that'll do. Just make sure I've got that sorted, yes. I'm this dude, oh actually. The Reaper changey 4 swordy thingy. Right. Thank you. Basically, I have been considering not adding the armor plates to that. I thought it just looked a little bit more cruder and brutal without them. So I might just leave them off. I've still got them, so I could add them if I so wished, but I don't know yet. And with the summer, or spring as we are in, you get kids staying out later until the boy races come out later. It's a vicious cycle, very vicious. Hey Sif, hey, oh Greg's here. Hi there, buddy. How are you? We covered in oil paint from cleaning the tank and the dread. I've started with gloves and find them really uncomfortable and sweaty. Yeah, again, I don't use gloves when doing oil washes, so I just don't bother. I'll just coat myself with a little bit of airbrush cleaner, which is not a good thing to have, really, especially when you're handling things. I'll just make sure clean that off before touching models again. Yeah, so I don't really I don't use airbrushes that often, but on certain models I definitely find it's better to have than not. Just to say, for laying down an even base coat, for example, and it just makes things a lot easier in general and quicker. As a lot of you know, I'm a great advocate of using brushes because not lots of people have airbrushes, so it just makes it friendlier. And obviously, if you're doing like I used to do, where painting on the move, you have to sort of take what you can. What's the final overall colour scheme? It's going to be like that, but with Corvus Black of the Gore Crows. Because normally they vary quite a lot. So just put some black accents here and there. Go quartered even in some cases, but just take it as easy as possible, really. Were you hobbying tonight, Greg? You just dropped in to say hi, you sexy beast, you. So just a little bit of airbrush maintenance. Yeah, as I say, certain paint schemes definitely benefit from having airbrushes to hand. You can't not utilise them for really sort of exotic sort of styles. I did some Thousand Suns with Tamiya metallic blue over silver, or was it Tamiya clear blue over a silver base, and that came out beautiful. If I tried brushing on there, it would have looked atrocious. So all these things are tools of the trade at the end of the day. So you utilise them as much as you can, whenever you can, for your betterment. Because there's nothing worse than having an idea for something and not quite achieving it with conventional means. So having an airbrush is a useful addition to anyone's hobby arsenal. Yeah, I'm groovy. Thank you very much, Greg. I'm sort of recovered after my hedonistic drinking session yesterday for my birthday. So, but I got to watch Galaxy Quest and the Blues Brothers again. So that was all cool. All cool and groovy, just the way we like it, really. All right. Excitement grows. So yeah, I'm really quite happy with how that's looking at the moment. As I said, I was rushing about and was finishing off the last of my sandwiches. So I guess the big question for today is, what do people think of the new direwolf? I know it was mentioned earlier on, Judge, I believe, was it Jules? It was Judge, wasn't it? Just double checking, going scrolling through. I want to give credit where it's due. Yeah, so with the new direwolves, I quite like them. I've not made any sort of I've not been ashamed to say that I actually quite like the idea of them. I had a while back a crazy idea that wouldn't it be cool if we just had like a light titan, which was basically a volcano cannon on legs, and the direwolf appears. So it was definitely it was definitely sort of in the pipeline, and my dreams have come true. The neutron is actually quite a nice looking weapon as well. So I have I got vouchers from Sam for my birthday, Forge World ones online. So as soon as that went on sale yesterday, I was amazed at how cheap, because I've been discussing with people for the past like week or so on various forums and chat groups and stuff, and we was basing our estimates of the price on the Asterius, and because it's a Warhound Plus, it would be dearer. I think my conservative price would have been about 50 quid. My probable Forge World price was nearer 60 quid. But at £35, yeah. So I ordered 4. 2 of each. 2 to go with my Audax, because obviously they need that sort of support. And then I think 1 for Solaria and 1 for Ignitum, because I saw Soggy Chips, Scott from Goonhammers, write up about them earlier on today, and he painted 1 for his Ignitum, and it did look quite cool. So they got sent out sort of tester ones, review copies, sorry. So obviously I didn't, because otherwise I'd be building and painting it. Or say building and painting it would have been built and painted already. But the way of the world, I guess. I wouldn't want to rebuild the legs possible. I think from what I saw from Matt and Lauren, they seem to suggest there is possibility, because that's the thing, you give that thing to a hobbyist like you or I, and I'm sure that we could have done something to jazz them up a little bit. I'm tempting fate a little bit by going a bit too close with these things. I'm not sure I like the neutron laser, but the volcano is immensely amusing. See, that's the thing. The volcano on a warlord class. Admittedly, you've got an extra reactor slot, but volcanoes aren't the most heat-friendly weapons around. And that neutron, yeah, you can obviously make it draining, but then with that you bypass shields, and that can cause problems because if you get a solid hit with one of those weapons, shock then shuts the Titan down. Although it's only for a phase, I believe, so not actually like for the whole turn. So if you got a first fire and fired one of them against a target and rolled a 3+ and got the shock shut down, then they lose their orders. So that could be helpful. Yeah. Hey, Mac 10. How you doing, dude? How have you been since last here? And what are you working on tonight? What's my thing? All right, that's fair. Yeah, not to go nuts then. Yeah, okay. He has to behave. Damn it. Tweezers! Where are you, Tweezers? There you are, thank you. Let's just spied a little hairy interloper. There you go, off you bugger off. All good, brother. Got the Chaos Knights box set, a Warlord and 2 Reavers kit bashing corrupted version. There you go. So Rob has seen some awesome corrupted conversions for Vulpa using the AOS Gotizer harvester. Some Skeksis-headed Reavers. Yeah, why not? They'll look quite formidable and nasty, I reckon, having them on there. But yeah, I'm still. I don't really want to go too bonkers because I like the idea of being able to utilize the like traitor engines as a possible like loyalist versions of the same things, because you can do that, but if they're corrupted, it doesn't feel right when you're playing them, if you know what I mean. So that's something by the by, really. So yeah, it's just me. I like my fluff. So that's what I would consider doing at some stage. So I'm just fiddling about here because I'm thinking maybe not actually going and doing all of them yet, because I really should do the Corvus Black on the black parts. I'm just thinking of where to put said black parts, really. Whilst I think, this is the base I've been working on. So I've just given it some Mournfang, washed out Mournfang, but I've got to sort that out a bit more, dry brush it. I was utilising some chain that I picked up from eBay to hang off of these parts of the crane, collapsed crane bits. But I wanted to get that a little bit more, rusted, cracked, basically. Pick up some more details, some rock sort of effect for the counterweights on that. But yeah, it was fun to sort of get onto that the other day. Turned out quite interesting. So once it's in place, that's the sort of effect or look it's going to have on the base there. So that's the positioning for the feet. I spent some time rising up the. It's funny really, because it was using a riser-esque looking base, because of the Forge World and that. But using subsequent and multiple layers of super glue and bicarbonate of soda to sort of level up that gradually. Not so much roughage with just going over it with my basing grit sort of thing, because that would have been too rough. So I just took that up gently, raised some other areas to make it easier for the feet to actually stick into place. So yeah, that was what I was working on the other night, Thursday night I think, or even Wednesday night actually. No, Wednesday night as well. Yeah, been doing a bit of hobby on a couple of days, just not yesterday because obviously I was bladdered. So yeah, so once we can get some more games going at some point as well, meeting up with people and getting our gaming on. All right, that's my phone. Thank you, Rob. Not as obviously awesome as one of your ones, but appreciated. Because your ones are magic, dude. Magic bases. Right, so let's get the Gorkros. Just looking up for inspiration. Yeah. Right. Plans within plans, schemes within schemes, he says. Long live the fighters. Right. Yeah, we're going in. We're going to go Corvus Black. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to shut the door. Because a little bit of a chill there. These are purely for hobby, not gaming. I game with my Solarian Defensor. Yes. And why not? They're awesome. He's done it again. He's moved my... If that's the... Yeah. Oh, Perabo arrived today as well. Bought it in for the Iron Circle Dominator for the Facebook group. Just painting for fun. Still amazed your airbrush is silent when the compressor kicks in and the whole neighbourhood can hear it. Well, you've probably got some sort of like radical high technology badassery in compressor technology. I don't know. It's one of those things, mate. Yes. Not too bad. Yeah, it's not an expensive airbrush, to be honest with you. I got this off Amazon, I think, a couple of years back, and it's been working well ever since, really. So she's always good. Ooh. As you can see, I give the old grills, the exhaust ports, a bit of a going over with the Corvus Black. It's Corvus Black, isn't it? Corvus Black, yeah. So it just yeah, nice exhausty colour. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do these ones as well. Get that in there. Yes. Just to be different, I'm going to do this one. That's all looking good. I think that's rather swifty. Yeah. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I had some trouble with mine for ages until Phil advised me on cleaning stuff to use. Now it's working last week. Yeah, no, you've got to keep on top of that sort of thing as well, don't you, mate? Yes. Right. I think that's about that, really. A little bit of maintenance off screen there, so cleaning anyway, as I always clean my cup. So yeah, it's definitely coming together. You can't say it's not, because it is. But it's all getting it down to the business end of redoing the trim. Dropping everything tonight. It's terrible. You can't be trusted to be left alone to actually tidy things up, he says, as he tidies up. But it's so it's getting a lot more regular with its pumping, because it's been pretty constant now for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. What is there? Yeah, easily 2 hours, because I started about 7 with things. with the prep for this tonight's live stream. So what was the stuff that he was using with his one? I know he's, I just used the cheap airbrush cleaner you get from Hobbycraft, which cleans it, but he seems to be all praising the holy whatever he uses, really. I think with the prolonged use just now, that's the kitty. Let's get out of the way for a bit. Now, against my earlier thing where I had actually closed the door because it was getting a bit chilly, I'm now opening it to get a bit of fresh air, because yeah, the cleaners are a little bit heady, say the least. And now I've actually found I have 2 pipettes because one of them I left in the actual paint water. So that was different. That can go there as well. Yeah, so that's pretty much all the base bits now. So it's just a case of now going around doing the trim with lead belcher, or actually I might go iron breaker actually, if I can find my iron breaker. One of those paints that keep on being elusive. And cards, red bank steel, iron breaker. Get the old thing on it. Oh. This is a novel experience, having this underneath the desk. The wire is not long enough to actually get from the plug on top of the desk. So one has to make allowances. Well, that's what I keep telling myself at least. A man of many brushes. Go with that, see how that goes. It's a reamer type, cleans out any residue, including oils and enamels. I was amazed how much crap came out my airbrush. Suspicious, if you ask me. What I was doing just then, or the stuff that you're getting out your airbrush? Oh no, I can't make a decision. Terrible tonight. All at a loss. Yeah, that's probably because I was doing something completely different just then. So this is Iron Breaker over. It was Lead Belcher with a watered down Mornfang over. I think I quite pretty much got what I was looking for. Like, you know, I wanted all the chain wrapped around everything. I'm gonna go over this with Agrax. It sounds bonkers, but sometimes you just need to give it a little bit more than what you've already given it. Oh, under the desk stuff. Yeah, totally suspicious, dude. Absolutely sus. I wouldn't trust me. Right. I managed to get my hands on a box of Mark IV Marines as well. Plan to mix and match armor type plates. I do really like the Fallen Crane. May have to copy it some. Yeah, as I say, I haven't actually built one crane. I've just used, because you get like 2 cranes in the Mechanicum scenery bits, and I've not built one of them at all. I've used all the other bits. Literally, all the bits are from the Mechanicum kit, scenic bit, for basic material. Mini the Butcher. Organise myself a bit better. Get that going that way. So, how many are you going to be getting the new Horus Heresy box set once that comes out? So next month, I think, is what the chatter around the campfires. What was that? What was that? Still not 100% committed to actually getting a box, to be honest with you. But you never know. I probably will, but you never know. It is ridiculously good value for what it is. What you're getting at. And now the plastic Sicarans and plastic rhinos, Phobos rhinos. Or is it? No, it's Demos rhinos, isn't it? Perfect. Look. The roughest, toughest frail. He had a heart as big as a whale. It's a great, yeah, he really is. Like all those pipes and conduit sort of thing really do add to that sort of Mechanicum-esque feel of a base. So if, as I said, like with my Aussie Dax, they were on riser. So you won't have those pipes and stuff running around everywhere. Although it made sense. Whereas like Solaria and several others were part of the Titan Death, so not necessarily Mechanicum facilities, but more city-like scenarios. Oops, sorry. For some reason I'm feeling my chair moving beneath me, which is quite unnerving. Especially when it doesn't want to move when I want it to move. But when it doesn't want to move, or when I don't want to move, it wants to move. Call that sentience. I have a sentient chair. It's trying to kill me. Bloody things. I have almost no Marines, so it's going to be a great start for you. Yeah, exactly. 40 Marines in there. The Cataphracti as well. Very handy. So if you're going to do them as Alpha Legion, I think it's Linearian Terminators they do. They're special unit ones. They do look sick. Very sick. Yeah, if I do get it, I'm literally just buying it to increase my Emperor's Children again. Just downsizing, because for the last couple of years I have been sort of drawing units out of my Raven Guard into my Emperor's Children. So they've been getting, like, obviously anything that's non-Legion specific, so like, you know, Mordathan, for example, they're staying with Raven Guards because you can't really use them anywhere else because of the aesthetic they have. Not as bad as the Furies, but yeah, Furies are pretty identifiable of what they are. They're big bloody claws and wings as well. Stand out. Just using all parts of the flat brush and angling it to hit certain parts that I need to go over. Because obviously if you're lifting the brush above the surface, tend not to actually hit the painted surface. He says tend. I'm not saying that you don't, but you can sometimes sneak a victory there. The other kits come out at the same time, so it'll be price release day. Stroof. Yeah, it's we'll see what happens. Obviously, buying it from a online supplier, get a bit of discount. That'll be even better. Yeah, it's good. It's really good price as it is, but you can always do better. As long as Dux holds out. That's the only thing you've got to be lucky with, really. It's getting hold of your actual allotment. But seeing as this is like the, let's say, like starter set, but it is sort of a starter set, really, isn't it? Because you game in a box. That's the thing. It's a good price, but 20% off is still better. Yeah, exactly. You just got to be get in there, get your money down, and then you're in Happyville. Unless they do not give the game stores discount for stuff. No, that's the thing. They they do. It's not as like, you know, they buy it as whatever. They have an RRP for it, which would be like £200, but they do have leeway on there. So I've never heard of them ever saying you can't sell this at this price, you know, because at the end of the day, Games Workshop will still make profit out of discounted prices that other suppliers give. They still get, you know, the cost of the unit, so they're quids in, whatever. So we know I've literally just forgotten what I was going to say or ask, in fact. Let's get that little bit of water down. Mix that up. That can move over there. But yeah, it's been fun getting back into the habit of painting Titans from the last stream, where it was sort of, well, yeah, it was about 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? Because we missed it, yeah, last week with the open day, which yeah, well, oh dear, I always do that. Shit. Must be more carefully, don't go crazy. Yeah, so for those who may have seen some stuff from open day, it was a fun event to go to, meeting up with loads of people that you know from the hobby, you know, and hanging out with them. That's what I took away from it. It was more doing the social element than the actual models, and entering the Paint of Legends, or Legends of Paint competition, which was that like inaugural setup. Yeah, so that was fun, which I entered my Legio Vulturum Iconoclast and my Side Titan, and both of them got given a medal or a badge. So Dark Harrowing, the Side Titan, that got bronze, which I was really chuffed with. To be honest, I was just chuffed to get anything. So I'm easily pleased. So that got a bronze, and the Iconoclast got silver, which I'm really pleased with. Rob in the chat with one of his knights got silver, I believe, didn't you, mate? So, you know, it was definitely deserving. And it's nice to, you know, have your stuff sort of judged and you know, getting a little reward for your hard effort. You know, it pays off, and it does feel nice at the end of the day. Played a little bit of the game, the new rule sets. It was because with the decks they had set up, I didn't know that they actually had a section set aside for people to bring their armies in and try out the new rules in the actual canteen area, not Bugman's, the staff canteen. You can get to it by walking through Bugman's. There's the little door on the left hand side, away from where the although if you head towards the toilets there is a door on the other side which you don't seldom go through, but if you do go through that one you can actually find yourself into the staff canteen. So in there they did have some setups for people to bring their own armies. They had to bring 20 Marines, like, you know, normal Marines, 10 Terminators, a Land Raider sized vehicle, and a Contemptor Dreadnought. And then you'd go in there and you'd be set up against somebody, like another hobbyist who'd gone there to play, and someone would supervise you playing your game. Whereas in the main hall they had some little tables set up, and they had like certain units arranged already, so you could learn close combat rules, the system, shooting, and all that sort of jazz. So I only learnt the one, which was close combat. But yeah, it's fun. I'd need to do it a couple more times, obviously, because it does to make it stick in my mind. But yeah, no, it's quite positive shouts and stuff coming out. So there's a lot of stuff going on about influencers. Obviously there was that leak on the Friday where one of the influencers basically just put up loads of video of him, and they had been warned several times beforehand not to do exactly what he did, and he went and did it. So bit of a silly arse thing to do. Took some of the gloss, because then like you knew what was coming and what was expecting. So bit of a shame. My eyes are getting heavy. So there was a bit of a late night last night. Ooh. Yes. Drama influencers. You got a silver, yeah, dude. You thoroughly deserve that silver. Just hands down, it's one of the your knights and titans are just amazing to look at. So kudos to you, dude. Well earned. No worries, Mac 10. Thanks for coming in. Sorry I've been a bit quiet. To be, as I say, airbrushing is not a very talkative scenario to deal with. But thanks for dropping by, dude. And I hope your other half is summoning you for something interesting and fun. So I'll catch up with you next week, mate. Thanks, buddy. There's a cat coming out of the fence. Picking up groceries. Oh, bless you. Stop touching it, Lou. Definitely the quickest way of getting trim done. Yeah, definitely missing out on a few of the regulars tonight, which is a shame. But they will be missed. You can see by the brush strokes around each of the bits that I'm doing, just conforming the brush. He says that and realises he's probably not seeing what I was doing there. Something coming together. That's the main thing. Yeah, I keep all mine. They have many uses after the tips have gone. Dry brushing or just base painting even. Wow. Let's give it's all a bit bonkers. So I was trying to see what was going on. So it's all a bit weird. Right. Focus. Collect that brush. The old scratchy. No, definitely losing eye coherency. Losing hand-eye coordination at the moment, which is not good. That's getting that in there. Well, I'll say I'm looking forward to getting my direwolves for my Audax. Hold the line, he says. So, anyone got any interesting stories at the moment? Anything they're looking forward to as we head into the middle month, next month, when it all goes a little bit quiet on most things, unless you are one of my daughter's teachers watching this for some reason. I don't know why, but if you were, hope she's behaving herself. Sure she is. Yeah, I'm definitely having trouble with the old hires. Yes. It's terrible. I'm sleep deprivation or lack of sleep is severely catching up with me at the moment. Change my picture. Select my picture. Yeah. Looking forward to tomorrow when I can finish up my Contemptor base and Arquitter. That's the thing. I can remember what the hell it's called. And on the Fire War, and we'll probably make good progress on the Fire Raptor as well. Yeah, man, I look just like you feel, which is probably awesome because you are. Alright, I'm gonna stand him up a bit so you can have a little fly through. I'll just get these out of the way. He says. Right. Okay, well, whiz in the flying sense. So it is definitely coming together. I'm really pleased with the bone. Oh my! I'm gonna knock something over. I'm telling you. Oh, there's the water. There's moved it over there because that's going to go on the keyboard. And focus, no focus, no focus. Still not focusing. Yeah, so that's looking how I was maybe intending to try and get it. Space there. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that so far, he says. Right. Oh no, wrong one. So yeah, I'm gonna have to, because I'm really struggling with focusing. See what? Bit red and the old eyes there. I was awake at sort of 5:30 this morning and just couldn't get back to sleep, and I had to leave early anyway for driving all over the place. So yeah, we'll knock it there. We've made some good progress. That's the main thing. I got to look up there. It's so annoying. So yeah, we got quite well today. That's the main thing. So yeah, I'm just going to be rambling because I really cannot string a coherent sentence together at the moment. But yeah, so oh, interestingly enough, yes. Sorry. Before anything, we as in I will probably be doing a midweek live stream on a Wednesday. So hopefully once Artist Empire gets back into streaming again, because he's been suffering with some illness recently. So that's why we've not been doing the Wednesday night paint overs the last few weeks, because obviously Scott's not in having a great time of things. He's on the road to recovery, but it takes time, unfortunately. So what I will probably be doing is, obviously, until he's back to normal, I'll have to message him again. But yes, there will be a Wednesday night live stream, hobby live stream. Probably, if I'm not live streaming with Artist Empire, I'll start from 8 as Saturday Night Reaver. There'll be Wednesday Night Warlord instead. So yeah, it would just be hobby hangout, and yeah, we go from there really. So yeah, we're just trying to get a bit more time on the streams, and just hanging out with people whilst painting up our delightful little models. So with that in mind, get good night's sleep. I'll post some more updates on Discord tomorrow. Oh, excellent. Yeah, so I will bid you all a fond farewell for now. Sorry I couldn't do much longer, but as I've only had about 4 hours sleep. So yeah, I need my beauty sleep. You've seen this face? It's horrid. But yeah, so I'll see people again on Wednesday night in one form or another, and then they're back next Saturday for Saturday Night Reaver. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and I'll catch up with you all soon. So until then, adios, muchachos, and happy hobbying. Take care, everybody.